Hey Nova Nation, I'm Victoria Newsome, ready to bring you the highlights from across Villanova Athletics. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Wildcat Rewind, presented by Friends of Nova. Villanova Baseball starts their season this Friday at the Puerto Rico Challenge. They face Rice, UVA, and Michigan. I talked to Aidan Barry about some of his experience and what he's looking forward to this season. And Aidan joins us right now. Thank you so much for joining me. And you're getting ready for the Puerto Rico Classic. Are you excited? How are you feeling going into this season?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm really excited. You know, it's gonna be warmer than it is here, which is, a big deal. And yeah, as a team, we're pumped. Getting excited to play a different opponent. We've been scrimmaging against ourselves for so long that, the team as a whole, we're excited to get after it.
What are some of your biggest priorities going into this season versus last year, and where do you want to grow?
So as a team, a big emphasis this year has been on team culture, building camaraderie between the guys. We have a whole bunch of, new freshmen, new transfers and everything with the transfer portal. And, at times that can be tough to, build a strong team culture, but our coaches and everyone has done a really good job of bringing the guys together and pushing in the same direction to, win some games.
What is one of your favorite memories so far on the team? I mean, you're a junior and you've grown so much in this baseball program. What would you say is a memory you hold dear?
Wow. I mean, there's so many to think about, but a lot of the good times happen outside of our normal practice times, whether it's hitting in the indoor, our facility, where we're just having a good time, getting our swings in, getting better. And I think that's an important part of it too, is outside of just the times that we have to be there, when we want to be there, getting better and growing as a team.
Do you have a team motto or motivation going into this season, or maybe something that motivates you personally?
Something that motivates me personally is just winning games. It's a big part of the game as a whole. So we're excited to get out there and show people what Villanova Baseball is all about.
And what is your message to fans who will follow you guys this season and just come out to games?
My message would be to open your eyes, be ready for a new look Villanova Baseball. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised with us this year in a good way.
Good luck and congrats, and have a great season.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
Villanova women's lacrosse opened their season with a commanding 20-4 win over Binghamton. Sammy Carey led the charge with 11 points, while Jillian Vaught added 4 goals. The Wildcats jumped to an 8-2 lead in the first quarter and extended it to 13-3 by halftime. They dominated the second half, only allowing 1 goal and scoring 7. Next up, Villanova hosts St. Joe's on Wednesday at 1 p.m. at Villanova Stadium. Villanova men's lacrosse dropped their season opener to number 12 Penn State 15-5. Colin Michener scored the Wildcats' first goal, but Villanova couldn't keep the pace as Penn State extended their lead in the second half. The Cats face Yale next on Saturday, February 15th at 12 p.m. at Villanova Stadium. Villanova softball began the Aggie Classic with a 7-4 win over Utah State, led by Miranda Runco's 2-for-3 performance and Kelsey White's 3 runs, 2 hits, and a 2-run homer. They also beat Abilene Christian 10-8 after falling 7-5 to Purdue. However, the Cats' momentum slowed down against ranked opponents, falling 8-2 to number 19 Baylor and 8-0 to number 7 Texas A&M. Runco is the Big East Player of the Week with her first career award for the sophomore who led the league in batting average for the opening weekend. Softball now heads to the Joan Joyce Classic in Boca Raton, starting with Louisville on February 14th. In women's hoops, Villanova secured a hard-fought 63-59 road win over Butler on Wednesday, overcoming a late deficit with clutch plays. Maddie Weber led with 19 points, while Jasmine Basco added 16 and 6 rebounds. Down 55-51 in the fourth, Weber and Danae Carter fueled an 8-0 run to put Nova ahead for good. Butler had a late chance to tie, but a missed 3 sealed the Wildcats' victory. Back home, Villanova fell 70-57 to Creighton on Saturday, struggling to contain the Blue Jays' offense. Despite drives from Weber, Basco, and Carter, the Wildcats couldn't close the gap late, dropping to 13-11. They looked to bounce back against DePaul. Villanova men's basketball defense powered 8 59-49 road win over DePaul, holding the Blue Demons just 30.8% shooting and just 7 of 36 from 3 on Wednesday. Jordan Longino led the Wildcats with 17 points, while Luca Poplar and Eric Dixon provided key buckets. Nova overcame early turnovers and a sluggish start using a second-half surge fueled by timely threes from Tyler Perkins and Dixon to pull away. On Sunday at the Wells Fargo Center, Eric Dixon took over late as Villanova defeated Xavier 80-68, scoring 22 of his 24 points in the final 11 minutes. The game was back and forth early, tied at 33 at halftime, but a 24-12 Nova run down the stretch sealed the win. Luca Poplar had 23 points and 8 rebounds, and Tyler Perkins had 20 points. The Cats' defense tightened late to secure their 14th win. They play St. John's, who's ranked number 9 in the AP poll tonight at 6 p.m. Villanova Track and Field opened the weekend with incredible performances at the Penn Classic in Philadelphia and at the Boston Invite. At the Penn Classic, Villanova sprinters and long jumpers had solid performances, with Sal Beretta clocking 22.52 in the 200 meters and 50.08 in the 400 meters, while Matthew Griffin posted times of 23.72 and 50.99. In the long jump, Dalen Noabasi and Sanjay Prasad recorded distances of 6.02 meters and 5.76 meters, respectively. On the women's side, Emma McGill ran a 4-minute and 42.84 mile, with teammates Margaret Carroll and Tilly O'Connor also setting personal records. Rochelle Clayton won the high jump at 1.76 meters, while freshman Lucy Moran debuted with a 1 minute and 17.57 seconds in the 500 meters. At the Bruce Lehan Scarlet and White Invite in Boston, Liam Murphy and Marco Langan shattered their own Villanova 3K records, finishing 1-2 with times of 7 minutes and 35.47 seconds and 7 minutes and 36.87 seconds, ranking 4th and 7th in NCAA history. The duo now holds the top 6 indoor 3K times in Villanova history, continuing their record-breaking run after last year's performance at the Big East Championships. In the pool, Villanova Water Polo secured an 11-8 victory over number 21 Brown in their final game at the Crimson Classic, marking their first ranked win since 2021. Freshman Riley Hall led the charge with 4 goals, an assist, and 6 exclusions drawn, while Lauren Short and Anna Painter added multiple goals. The Cats jumped out to a 6-3 lead at halftime, then held off a demanding third-quarter push by Brown, who scored 4 goals. Villanova's defense shut down the Bears in the fourth, allowing just 1 goal while scoring 2 of their own. Grayson Carey, the 2-time MAAC Defensive Player of the Week, recorded 15 saves, including 2 man-down stops and a penalty shot save. Villanova will return home on Saturday, February 15th at 1 p.m. to face Siena College for their Every Mind Matters game. Thank you so much for watching this week's edition of the Wildcat Rewind presented by Friends of Nova. Make sure to come out and support Villanova Athletics, and as always, go Cats!